Hi guys, I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to crochet your own solid granny square. So if you're new to this channel, I've already done a traditional granny square tutorial, as well as one where I show you guys how to change the colour depending on the rounds. So I've not done a solid granny square yet, so I thought now would be a really great time to do it. So without further ado, let's get into today's tutorial. We're going to go through the entire step-by-step process from how to go from this ball of yarn to this solid granny square. For this tutorial, we are not going to need much. We need one colour for yarn because we're just going to be doing one. We're not going to do any colour changes so far for this design. I'm using a 4.5mm crochet hook, but quite frankly, you can kind of use whatever because we're just learning how to do this square. You could use a 4.55, anything like that if you are using standard double knit acrylic. I'm also using some scissors, but I'll only really need them right for the end because we're not going to be having to cut the yarn at all whilst we're making the square because we are just using this one colour. The first thing that we are going to be doing is a slip knot. If you don't know how to do that, then check some of my previous videos out where I just go through the process a little bit more slower for everyone. So then you're just going to put your hook into that loop. We're going to start by doing 4 chains. I do this instead of doing a magic circle because if you follow my channel, if you're a subscriber and you have been for a while, you will know that I'm not a fan of magic circles, so I will always avoid doing them. So once you've got your 4 chains, you're going to go into that first chain, you're then going to loop over and pull through both, and then you've just done a slip knot just to join up and make a ring. We're going to work into this middle section for this first round. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 chains. And then going into that middle bit, you're going to do 2 double crochet. So it's 1, and then going in the same space again, and 2. That is going to be counted as a cluster of 3 because that first chain 3 counts as the first double crochet. So look at it as 1, 2, 3 double crochet. You're then going to chain 1 and do another 3 double crochet going into that center space. So 1, 2, and 3. So we've got 2 clusters separated by a chain 1 space, which is there. We're then going to do another chain and we're going to do a further 3 double crochet from that center of what's going to be our finished square. There we are. And then the last one, we're going to do 1 last chain, 1 last cluster of 3 double crochet together, 2 and 3. And then just to finish off our first round, we're going to chain 1 and then you're going to do a slip stitch going into the top of the chain 3 that you did as that first double crochet for the initial cluster. So this is how it looks after you've done your first round. We've got 2 chain 1 spaces here, 1 here, and then 1 there. Now that we're done with our first round, it's time to start round number 2. You're going to do 3 chains to start off, and then you're going to go into that corner space there and we're going to do 1 more double crochet. So that's 2 double crochet technically for the start. And one thing you'll note is obviously we have the cluster of 3, so we're going to have the top 3 stitches for that. You're just going to do 1 double crochet going into every single stitch. So we've got the first one, which is here. Then in the second space for the next double crochet we do a second one, and then in that space we're going to do a third one. So that just takes us going right across. We're at the next chain 1 space, and in the chain 1 spaces, which are going to be our corners, you do 2 double crochet like that, chain, and then 2 more double crochet. Once you've done that, we're going to have a look going alongside again, and you'll see we got 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do 3 double crochet, so 1 into each of those spaces, 2 and 3. You'll see we've got a very defined corner in comparison to how it was in the previous round when it was just circular. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our next corner and we're going to do our 2 double crochet, chain, 2 double crochet. That's the 2 double crochet done, chain, and then 2 more double crochet. And that is how that is looking so far. And then looking along those 3 top stitches again, we're going to do 1 double crochet into each of them. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to this corner here in our chain 1 space again, and then we're going to do the 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain, and then 2 double crochet there to finish off that corner. That is how it is looking so far, guys. we're just going to finish off the side here that we initially started. So we're going to do our single crochet, double crochet, sorry, our single double crochet along this 3 heart section here. And then we're going to go into the corner. We've already started half of it by doing 2 double crochet. So we're going to do 2 double crochet and then a chain. So 1, 2, chain, and then you're going to do a slip stitch in the chain 3 you did at the start. So that is how it looks once you've finished round number 2. Once round 2 is done, we now need to start thinking about round 3. So to start that off, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3 times. We're going to go back into this same corner again and do what we did when we started the second round. We're just going to do 1 double crochet, and with the chain 3 that counts as 2 double crochet in that space. So the next thing we're going to do is, because we went across a total of 3 times, we're now going to go an extra 2. So we're going to go across 5 times. That means we're not going to go into absolutely every single one of these stitches, because there's going to be 1 on either side that we miss, but you'll see that in the middle part there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to do 1 double crochet into each of those stitches. The reason you don't want to go into all 7 is because if you do that, you'll probably end up with a really bunched square that doesn't lay flat, and that's not going to look too great. There we are. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go into this next corner and do our 2 double crochet, chain 2 double crochet. So we've done 2, chain, and then we've got 2 more double crochet to do. And then again, we're just going to look at the middle 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just going to work into all of those stitches, just 1 double crochet. And just make sure that you're keeping a track of it. So it's always going to be a case that every time you go up and around, so the first one you go into 3 stitches going across, the second one now you're going into 5, the next one you'll go into 7, then 9, then 11, and so on, just depending on how big you want to make your overall square. So we just have this one left to do, and then we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go into the corner again, we're going to do 2 double crochet, 1 chain, and then another 2 double crochet. This is how it is looking so far. We're then going to go and do the 5 double crochet going along the side again. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's 1 double crochet again, as always, into each stitch. So that's the 3rd one done, 4th, and here is the 5th. There we are. We're going to go into our corner, this one again, and we're going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2 double crochet. That's the 2 double crochet done, chain 1, and then we have another 2 double crochet to do. And then we're just working on the last side, and then our 3rd round is going to be done. So checking again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, working from that stitch, 1 double crochet into each of those 5 stitches, 3, 4, and 5. And then the corner, we're going to be doing our 2 double crochet, and then we're going to do 1 chain, and then because we already did the 2 double crochet to start, we're just going to do a slip stitch in the top of the chain 3, which was the 1st double crochet. So round number 3 is now done. This is how it's looking, and we're going to do 1 more round for this tutorial. So round 3 is done, time to start round 4. We're going to begin the same way that we always do, just chain 3 times, and in that same corner you're going to do 1 double crochet. So as I was saying earlier, the stitches going across the sides are going to increase by 2 every single time. So we've done 3 going across, we've done 5 going across, so now it's time to do 7. So just counting again, remember you're going to skip the ones right on the outside, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're just going to do 1 double crochet again into every single stitch. You're never, as you go along the sides, you're never going to do more than 1 stitch in a singular stitch. It's always going to be 1 for every stitch. And we're just finishing up this side, so that's number 6, and then this, if I can go in the whole stitch, there we are, this is number 7. So we've done all 7 double crochet going along this side. We're now going to work into our corner, and our corner, as always, is going to be 2 double crochet to start, chain 1, and then 2 more double crochet. That's how it is looking. So again, we're going to just do 7 double crochet as we go across. So we're going to skip these 2 initial ones here, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, work from this one to start. And we're just going to do 1 double crochet into every one of those 7 stitches that we are going to be working into. And then you'll see it's just got a really nice feel in comparison to a traditional granny square, because it's obviously a lot more solid. It's still going to be gappy, it's still going to have those gaps at the corners where you have the chain space. That's obviously going to be the case because you've done a chain, it's going to be a wider space. But it's got a really nice finish, and if you don't want to go for the traditional granny square, then it's a really nice alternative. So I'm just going to finish this side up. I just have 1 last double crochet, which I'm finishing now. The next corner, it is the 2 double crochet chain, 2 double crochet. So this is the 2 double crochet done. We've gone 1 chain and then 2 double crochet. We're going to count the 7 stitches we're going to work into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Always excluding the outer stitch on either side, just so it doesn't get too many stitches. And we're just going to do that 1 double crochet into all 7 of those stitches that we're going to be working into. And what's nice is, as long as you follow the rules of it increases along the sides by 2 every single row, well, round, sorry. Do you know what, honestly guys, I say row and round and I kind of have to pause because I'm thinking, no, I'm not working in the row. It's because I have so many projects ongoing and half of them are rounds, half of them are rows, so you never know what kind of answer you're going to get from me. But I will always correct myself if I realise that I've said the wrong thing. So what's really nice is you can make as many rounds as you want, and you could make a whole blanket using this, or you could make giant squares, you could make tiny squares that are only 2 rounds or 3 rounds or whatever. They're very versatile, and that's what I like about this design. Okay, we've done our 7 double crochet. Time to do 2 double crochet in the corner, followed by a chain, and then another 2 double crochet. And then having a look along the sides, we're going to do our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochet. And again, I know I keep reiterating it, but it's just to make sure you guys do remember as you do this yourself. It's only 1 stitch in each space as we go along the sides, but you'll always ignore the first one and the last one, which means you're just going up and increasing by 2 along the sides every time. Okay, so we've done all 7. We're going to finish off our corner by doing 2 double crochet. And then because we've already done the initial 2 double crochet, we just have to chain, and then we're going to do a slip stitch going into that chain 3, which is that first double crochet that we have for the round. So this is how it looks. I have just finished the 4th round. It is identical to this one that I'd previously done. So this is how it's looking, guys. It is a semi-beginner friendly design, especially because I walk you guys through the process. You only need to know how to do a chain, a slip stitch and a double crochet. So it's a pretty versatile thing that you can make a lot with this square, and it can look really, really nice, but not be overly complex. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you would like to see some more squares, let me know if there's a specific type of square you would like to see in the comments below. And if I've already done it, then I will show you guys the link for that. And then if I haven't done it, then I will work on a tutorial for it. I hope you guys found that tutorial easy to follow, and that by this stage, hopefully you have your own solid granny squares. These squares are really versatile, granny squares in general are, but this just gives a slightly different design that you can do so much with. If you enjoyed this tutorial and you would like to see more content like this, as well as just more crochet content in general, and you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing as well as pressing the bell to be notified when my next video is up. But as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!